Excuse me. I gotta trip over a dog to get over here. Well, I ain't been outside since Sunday, and it's 20 fucking below with the wind chill, and it's Wednesday. This is today, so I got nowhere to fucking go. And I probably could be creating something, but I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pay tribute to someone from the Cleveland area that passed away a couple of days ago, and that is Big Chuck of the Big Chuck and Little John Show, an institution here in Cleveland in Northeast Ohio. Big Chuck was 90 years old. He was doing appearances at the Ghilardi Fest until that stopped, and then unfortunately I think he had dementia and his family didn't want him to go out, which I can understand. Like I said, he's a beloved character in this area, as was Ghilardi, the original Ghoul, Houlihan, Superhost, whatever, which unfortunately they're not here anymore either. But it sort of brings me back to a better time. I'm not sure what the heyday of Big Chuck and Little John were. All I know is that we in New York found out about the show through Michael Weldon's Psychotronic video, because I guess he was from Cleveland at one point and saw all this stuff. So we knew about the show. Sometimes we saw clips of the show. It was pretty funny. Sketch comedies and all that. But I'm going back to when I was a kid and TV was a babysitter, and we had a whole bunch of like hosted TV shows, but usually they weren't performance shows like Big Chuck and Little John. They were more of like a TV kiddie show host. And we had back then Claude Kirshner, the ringmaster, Chuck McCann, Sonny Fox, Sandy Becker, Officer Joe Bolton, Captain Jack McCarthy. And what they did was they would have like a showcase of films. Officer Joe Bolton had Laurel and Hardy, I believe, in the beginning, and the Three Stooges at one point. And the thing with Laurel and Hardy was that basically they were showing, they made shorts, they were showing the shorts and things like that. And Oliver Hardy had passed away in 1957, I believe. I just saw this really great film called Stan and Ollie. And John C. Reilly had Oliver Hardy down really good, and so did the other actor whose name escapes me at this point. But anyway, Officer Joe was showing, the Laurel and Hardy shorts when someone found out that Stan Laurel was still alive and living at an old actor's home somewhere. And they let the address slip out, and all the kids wrote Stan fan letters up until the day he passed away, which was 1965. Which probably made him really happy. And then when the Three Stooges were on and there was complaints from parents about kids poking each other in the eye, Officer Joe had Mo Howard show up and explain that they didn't really poke each other in the eyes and, basically showed what was going on. So, and honestly, you believed back then that these guys cared about the kids. And they probably did, because it was a whole new thing. It wasn't like today where kids are like disposable and just shoved in front of a TV with, streaming on and shit like that. You got to know these hosts, and like Big Chuck and Little John, you sort of thought of them as family. And, my big one back here, when I was a kid was Soupy Sales and Zachary. And I was lucky enough to be able to work with Zachary at Chiller Theater for a good number of years. And he lived a good long life, and he was in his 90s when he passed away. And Soupy Sales was another one. He strictly was not for kids, but you had to slip through the stuff. But unfortunately, all these guys are gone now, and all that's left is the memories, and the memories really are of a better time. And we didn't have all this crap that's going on today, unfortunately. But all I want to say right now is rest in peace, Big Chuck. Your fans will miss you terribly. You basically did a lot of good for people, took away their daily cares with your skits and you with Little John and all that other stuff. So it was a life well lived, let's put it that way. So rest in peace, Big Chuck. And for the fans, all we can do is remember. People that are my age will remember, back in New York City, times, with these, Wonderama and, things like that. So it's just sad that they're all gone now. So this is 42nd Street Pete saying thanks for subscribing, thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you on the flip side.